Love having you back, and welcome if you are new here. I am Spooky Huey, and this is my channel where we do spooky things. Y'all, I just finished Scare Mail. Just finished. I have been binge reading today. Binge read, record. Binge read, record. Binge read, record. Yes, that is what I did. I read 6 letters today to finish Scare Mail. Now, if you do not know what Scare Mail is, it is a horror story subscription. You get 1 letter every 2 weeks for a total of 24 letters. You can also get this little container, this box that's separate to store all of your envelopes. It is by David Viergutz, and the story that I just finished is Scare.me. Now, when I tell y'all, I was very blown away by the end. It was completely twisted. I had no idea that was coming. I don't really want to give menace spoilers, but let me just say that I was not expecting the ending. We'll put that out there. I was not expecting the ending. I was not expecting how it came about. I am very, first let me tell you how stupid I am. I started reading the 1 letter and I read the wrong side first. So I read what happened and I was just like, oh my gosh, this is so crazy. Then I flip it around and then it went into how it got to that point. And I was like, oh, you're an idiot. So I read that first page and then I reread the back and then I'm like, okay, that makes much more sense. But it was insane. So yes, the characters, yeah, I mean, you still know, you have David, you have Michael, and you have the technology villain is what I've been going with. So yes, super crazy, really wicked, plot twist at the end. I'm just gonna say that. It was nuts. The little postcard with the face at the end, that was crazy. To just kind of see that picture, an actual visual picture, not a drawn picture, an actual photo. So that was cool. But I thought it would be really neat to show you what exactly Scare Mail looks like all together. So I'm going to insert that here.
All right, y'all, this is what you get for the entire 24 letters for the Scare.me story by David Viergutz. I put each envelope and then put everything that came inside of it, across from it, and then just kind of laid them all out so you could see them. This was so much fun. I truly enjoyed it. Most of the first letters are double-sided and some of the second ones are too. But yeah, so here's letters 1 through 8. And then here is 9 through 15, because I put the little box that is separate. You do have to purchase that separate to store all of this. And then here's 16 through 24, all the way down to the end. But yeah, this was awesome. I had so much fun doing it. I highly recommend if you have the chance to do it, just because it's fun and it's different, but it's not for everyone. I truly loved this. This was so much fun. I loved all the extra little pieces that came in the envelopes. Some had a bunch, some had a little. I loved it. It was so fun. Back to the video.
So yes, that is what you get. Those are all of the letters and the little pieces of paper together. So yeah, I just laid them out on my living room floor and then got up really high on a ladder so I could do a full pan of all the stuff that you can see. So yes, Scare Mail by David Viergutz, horror story subscription, Scare.me story, 1 letter every 2 weeks. It was amazing. I mean, if you can, I would check it out. It's really cool. It is pricey. I mean, it is. But the way I looked at it for my own personal self was, y'all, I was a member of the D23 Disney Club, okay? And I was paying more than the amount of this to do that every year. And I wasn't really getting anything for it except a random little gift at the beginning of the year. And I was like, this is not worth my time. And I was like, I don't think I need to do this anymore. And so I just canceled that, whatever. And then it was right after that, I saw this and I said, you know what? I'm going to give that a try because that is something I'm into. It's spooky. and it's a subscription, and it's only for a year. So I only had to pay the total, I think it's like $100 or something around there. That is about what the story costs for the whole year of stuff, like the one letter every 2 weeks. But yes, it was cool. I loved doing it. It was very, very neat. Absolutely a cool gift for someone that is into like horror and spooky stuff and reading. Just a unique idea, which I love. But yes, I believe there is another story. I believe it's called The Drift. So that's a possibility for the future with me to maybe try it again and see how that one goes, because it was fun. It was different, and I think what I loved the most about receiving all of the envelopes were like the little papers inside, not like the letters, the little extra things, like the card for Madame Anja back in the day, and like the little recipe for a drink, and just the little tiny pieces that were in the envelopes. I thought that made just a really cool connection for the story, and that was just really, really neat, and I liked that. That I think was one. I think that was one of my favorite parts about the whole experience, was having all the extra pieces to go along with your story. Because how many times have you like been reading a book and they're describing something and you can only imagine what it looks like, but in this story, you actually get to see those things because they're there, you can touch them, you can see them. So I really liked that. It was just kind of like a, I don't know, just a totally different way to read a story, and I loved it. It was so awesome. So yes, that was the finale of Scare.me by David Viergutz. And yes, so thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you would like to subscribe, that would be awesome. If not, that's cool too. Hope you still enjoyed the video, and we'll see you next time. Bye.